I'm Tazeen Munir from grade 6 in Craftworld School, Kochi. I would like to thank my principal, ma'am, Miss Midula Praveen, and Rajagiri Conference Table organizers for giving me the opportunity to share my experiences of the pandemic, school shutdown, and learning at home. We often refer to as the pandemic generation is going through a stressful and upsetting time since the onset of this deadly COVID-19 infection worldwide. Our usual routine has been disrupted, and there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding when we will be able to return to school. We begin to see the faces we saw every day through a small square in our computer screen. Voices we had once heard came through the speaker. As stores, restaurants, and places we once loved shut down, family trips to the movies turned into family walks. Going out to dinner turned into trying a new recipe at home. Hanging out with friends turned to WhatsApp calls. The morning news turned to a death count. Going to the arcade turned into a family game night. And this uncertainty has left us worried and insecure. While our intellectual development may be the most obvious victim of these shutdowns, it's by no means the only thing at risk. We children are missing out on our social life as the lockdown is a drastic change from seeing our friends and classmates almost every day. This can affect children in different ways. They may feel lonely, unmotivated, stressed, or depressed. For many children, home is an unpleasant, unsafe, undesirable, and unsafe place to be, and school provides a much needed shelter. We are highly perceptive of our parents' worries, and we observe some of the anxieties from them, whether it's worry about the disease itself or the job losses or the strains of isolation. Having said all this, we experienced a lot of positivity in this time of learning from home. Being a big tech savvy, spending more time with family, focusing on more hobbies and talents, all made these pandemic phase a memorable one. What is taught to us is to train ourselves to find a blessing in everything. Everything happens for a reason. We at Craftworld School truly believe that we are not put into a situation that we cannot control. Seeing the light in the midst of darkness is a lesson we all should learn. Not only during this difficult time, but all the time. Let's stay focused on the good and start making it better. It can only go upwards from there. So, the so-called pandemic generation, the future holds no promises, but rather mysteries and surprises. What we've learned will prepare us both. Congratulations and all the best. This is grade 6 student Tazeen Munir from Craftworld School. Thank you.
Good evening to all the members present today on this virtual platform. My name is Yadav and I am from DAV Public School, Sector 49, Gurugram. Today, I am going to share my opinion on online education. I personally share the view that online education is an excellent method of learning, I believe. It is flexible and adaptable since one can study at any time, even at midnight, which actually personally increased my grades as compared to the standard traditional education we were used to, where we were bound to a routine and time. So we have way more freedom in that way. For many of my friends, it benefited them as this format of education reduces nervousness among students. I believe as many are able to communicate more through online education than they were able to in regular classes. Other than that, my school had held several online competitions. So I did not at all really miss out on anything throughout the year and actually explored this new mode in which competitions were now held. So yes, the online format has helped us to learn from merely any place as long as we have an available internet device, which is amazing. But of course, there are two sides of every coin. Online education has both advantages and shortcomings. Of course, one very obvious shortcoming is that it causes vision problems as we sit near the laptop almost the whole day. But what our school did in that case was like introduce a few eye exercises, which were mandatory to do before our classes, and provided sufficient breaks between each and every class, which actually helped us to a great extent. The other issue, which was also discussed in the beginning, was that the online education detached us from our classmates. So the interaction between my classmates, teachers, or anyone for that matter, reduced tremendously. But in a way, in a positive note, the pandemic has brought us closer to our family. So opportunity to learn a lot by listening to all the members present in the roundtable. Thank you so much again.
A very good evening to everyone present here. Thank you so much, Ria, for expressing your enlightening views on online education. I am Amya Dhingra from DAV Public School, Sector 49, and I'm delighted to express my views on online education. The COVID-19 pandemic has indeed created the largest disruption in the education sector. With schools shut down, fear of infection, sense of isolation, and limited social support, there was but little hope. But every stick has two ends. Similarly, with challenges came opportunities. Opportunities to improve and to adapt. And so we did. When we couldn't go to school for education, we brought education to our homes. Online learning has a number of tools such as videos, PDFs, podcasts, and we can use all these tools as part of our lesson plans. As even Pooja ma'am told us about various innovative means of education online like Kahoot and WordWall and many more. I feel that by extending the lesson plan beyond the traditional textbook to include online resources, learning somehow became more efficient. Not only has online learning taught us time management, but has provided us with substantial exposure to technology. Online learning is applicable not just to learn academics, but our school also extends to learning extracurricular activities for students online. And even though I feel that we have somewhat missed out a great part of our lives, I do realize that it was necessary to do that for our own safety. It has been difficult indeed to adapt, but we held on to hope. And as even Suman sir shed light on the need to enhance empathy, I wish that we get the strength to understand each other every day and keep going. I express my heartfelt gratitude for providing me a chance of expressing my opinion on this platform. It was certainly a delightful session and a great learning experience. Thank you once again, everyone.